Good morning and welcome to A Never Boring Life. I'm Brenna. This is going to be a channel that basically talks about what I'm doing every day. I've talked with a number of people over the last couple of years since I started traveling full-time in an RV, and everyone keeps saying to me how brave I am to be doing this as a single woman. And I thought, wow, I hope other women feel adventurous enough to take on the challenges of traveling and exploring and living a very full life, a never boring life. And so I started this channel, and today is literally day one, though I've been inspired to do this kind of thing for a while. So I've got a lot of ideas about what I'm going to show you and where we're going to go on this adventure. But just to kind of give you a little bit of background about who I am and what's going on. Professionally, at the moment, I do quite a few things, but the main job I have is as an RV transporter. So I get my way to Indiana in various ways. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, where most of the RVs in the country are manufactured. They're mostly manufactured in Indiana. I get to Indiana, I pick up an RV, and I drive it somewhere in the United States and Canada to a dealership, where then, you know, obviously people go and shop at the dealership and purchase it. So I'm very rarely taking an individual's RV and transporting it from one place to another, because most people who are RVers drive their own. It's part of the fun and the adventure of owning an RV, is that you can go anywhere you want and drive and kind of have that experience for yourself. Oddly enough, this trip, at the end of the trip, I am going to be doing a personal transport, which just doesn't happen very often. So I'm gonna film that. That'll be in a couple of days. But I'm gonna talk a little bit today about what happened yesterday and what I'm going to expect today to be like. So yesterday I left my home in Mesa, Arizona. I live in a fifth wheel in Mesa, Arizona, in a resort, and I took an Uber to the airport. I got on a plane and flew from Phoenix to Chicago, O'Hare. And when I landed in O'Hare, I walked through the airport and got on the CTA Blue Line, which is the L. And I took that downtown to Washington Street. I got off at Washington Street and I walked down Randolph to Millennium Station, carrying my backpack and my roller bag. And when I got to Millennium Station, I boarded a train that took me to South Bend, Indiana. That takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get, that's a 2-hour train ride. So I had like a 3-hour plane ride and a 2-hour train ride, and that got me to South Bend, Indiana, where my friend picked me up, and we then drove from South Bend to Decatur, Indiana, which was another 2.5 hours. And I got finally to the RV that I'm in right now. I'll give you a tour of this in another day or so. And then from there, I drove back in the direction of Chicago, because this trip is going to take me from Indiana to Seattle. Today, I'll be leaving. I didn't make it very far in my driving last night because I was really tired by the time I finally got in this RV. So I slept in Indiana in a truck stop. And today I'm hoping to get all the way to Fargo, North Dakota, which is 738 miles, which is the maximum amount of miles I can drive in a day. I am DOT regulated as far as hours, and also it's a very long and exhausting day battling the wind and driving a big RV. This one I think is about 34 feet, so it's the bus style, and driving that 735 miles in a single day is a long driving day. So that is the plan. That's what happened yesterday. That's what I'm planning for today. And I am hoping that you'll check back tomorrow. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, and that way we can share a never boring life together. Thanks.